A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started.
Oh
And
boy.
if it did, it stopped shortly after.
That is some bright rain.
Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Alright, one more ending and then I think I'll stop for today and continue another. I'm going through here.
Oh, new content.
New
What does that
content,
mean?
baby.
New content.
I want new content. I know the narrator sounds like he wants new content, so new content. That's different. Whoa. Whoa.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Dude, you don't
As you may
understand
know,
how
the
long I wanted
Stanley
to play this
Parable
for.
was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Awesome.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content
Yeah,
that
it looks
broadens
like
and
it.
expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yeah.
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I'm very thrilled. I'm very thrilled as well.
Okay, so far it's an elevator.
Nothing
special
special
yet,
yet.
but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I bet it is.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
Yep.
All right, finally.
Here we go.
At long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I should have
say
picked
initial
at
impressions of Stanley
I'll let him
Parable
talk.
Ultra Deluxe. Mostly tedious.
mostly
It's
tedious.
as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Okay. When I booted up this game, there was an option to have I played the Stanley Parable before. I should have checked yes, because I seen every single ending there is to that game and every single secret, in case you couldn't tell. But, I should have picked that, because I was just playing the regular Stanley Parable before. But, here we go. New content.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
The jump circle. I can jump? No way, I can jump. I got an achievement when I pressed spacebar too many times. Very entertaining content, everyone. I can't jump anymore. That's sad.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
There gotta be, seriously.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No, not
it's
so
just
far.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I hope not.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
Yeah, there is.
I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
I'm not. Thank you.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stan?
Wow.
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievement, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please."
Need to check that now. Oh my gosh, there is test achievement, please ignore.
Ignore? What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm
I
infuriated
don't
and
know.
I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
No, don't.
It's my fault, Stanley.
No, it's not.
I built up too
You
much
didn't-
anticipation around
It's
the new
okay.
content, I'm afraid.
It's okay.
It could never have lived up to
Narrator.
such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks, just you and me having a great time together like always.
Exactly.
What do you say, friend?
That's good. I think that's good enough. Friend. What the? Yes, I am playing the Stanley Parable. Definitely.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Should I? Yeah, why not? Coffee Hut. I should have picked. I am so sorry, everyone. I should have picked. Yes, I've played the Stanley Parable before instead of wasting an hour not playing this new game. Sorry. Unless I'm just a fool and that's how it's supposed to play out. I don't know. What's taking so long? Alright, I'm still in the vent. It looks like there's a wall
Okay,
closed down.
you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
Yes.
Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So
yeah.
I made something special
Whoa.
and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Whoa.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories.
Oh, it's so pretty
I
out
can
here.
relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
That was so nice. Yeah. The Memory Zone. Ah,
You see, Stanley,
2013.
doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched?
Yeah.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
British. Wow, okay. Wow. What's over here? Wow. Memory lane. Absolutely beautiful. Smile because it happened. Yep. Props to the narrator, I would say. New video game releasing today. That's Stanley dead on the ground when he got the insanity ending. And what's over here?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley?
Every game ever to be created.
That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally
Crazy.
every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them.
Wow.
And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Yep. That's how it is. Stanley Parable is so great. That's how the original title screen. That is literally Minecraft. And everyone's first house they ever built. Person of the year, that's Stanley. What's this button up there? Oh, I know that button. I think. I don't know. The left and right door, I think.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10.
9 out of
Don't you get
10.
it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
Perfect.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
It didn't. It was
just
perfect.
needed to be left alone.
Exactly.
To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Yep. Oh my gosh, it's a serious room.
Wait,
Down
hang
here.
on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh god, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
No.
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I don't. Oh boy.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Ooh.
I'm trying to be funny.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm trying to make a serious
My
work of
candle's
art.
off the
I suppose
keyboard.
I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
What is through here? Another review. Who could have known?
Okay, let's see what this
And
one
here's a
says.
recommended review.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No, you're not.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
No, you're not preachy.
This is actually quite shocking for me.
You're not preachy, dude.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did.
Yeah,
Maybe it wasn't.
it was.
Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
It is. Oh boy.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A
Ouch.
skip button? Well,
Oh, there it
oh,
goes.
yes.
Oh wait.
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto.
What is
today,
that?
And it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I don't think we should have a skip button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
Yep.
Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
Oh no.
The story and the choices, or what happened.
I'm gonna stay
and
here
therefore,
until it's
by
done.
becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once.
Okay.
So, now you see. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes. but it was plenty
Minutes,
of time for me to
seconds.
deliver a long,
Not
rambling
even
monologue
seconds.
full of unnecessary verbal flurry and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps
Okay.
one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise, or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you
Oh
very
boy,
briefly.
I want
You
to
can
skip
tell me
him,
what you
but I
think.
don't at the
So
same
my
time.
theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not... Well, there's sport. You really did catch
Good
me
Lord.
rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's
Yeah.
the power of the button.
That is.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof,
Poof.
and it's all over. Oh, I
Yep.
can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this.
Yeah.
And whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely.
Yep.
Or perhaps they'll simply grant this... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming
there's
longer
the-
and longer.
there goes
that
the door.
last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Uh-oh.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
Yeah, the door
Where did the
disappeared.
door go?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a door that led
Yes,
into
there
this room?
was.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like... Do you see
Yeah,
a window anywhere?
there's nothing.
A porthole? A sufficiently
There's a
large
ceiling.
crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to...
I say make a
Please,
sprint
I'll take
button,
any
so I do
option at
that.
all. I'm asking you to work with
I'm
me here.
trying.
We need a door.
We
need
need
a
a
door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door.
That's a good
I
idea.
don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button.
I'm
Just
very tempted.
Wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
Okay, he's not gonna come back. But, he did say that, well, in the original, when he went to the serious room, he looked at thousands of tables, so, he's probably gonna look at thousands of doors to find the perfect one. So, let's see. It is 2 2:15. I don't know why that took so long, but it's 2:15 right now.
Stanley, please don't
It's
push the button again.
2:30.
It's been 12 hours.
What?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've
Really?
checked every one of those walls 1,000 times.
Yeah,
And
what
there's
did I
no
say? He's gonna
door.
try to look
There's
for
no
something
door.
1,000
There's
times.
just you And the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have
The
no
narrator is
idea
gonna
how
die.
long I'll be
That's
made
what's
to
gonna
sit
happen.
here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
Then get rid of the
I
button.
can't control anything in this room.
Oh, weird.
Stanley.
If
can't
I hold
touch-
right
and
click, I
have
can
to
just
believe.
go forward.
I have to know that sooner or later, no matter
play
how
with
much
just a
I
mouse.
plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
Yeah.
Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback.
I don't blame
Why
you,
was it so
narrator.
important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've
No
never
clue.
even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about the merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, is he
I have
old?
Someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Oh my
Or
gosh.
2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person.
That
to
is
speak.
And
And you'd think
I
that
did
that's
not think
just
it would be a
how
week.
It's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you
Oof.
think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been
The lights
doing?
have burnt
Me
out, except
just
for that one.
talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that
It's
I
gonna be
need to know that
like a
someone was
month
listening.
later
I
if I
needed
push
there
that
to be a
button.
vessel through which my words were moving. It was the
Do I
vessel
push it?
I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than any, is to know that someone else is taking it in.
I did.
These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When
Holy
you press
crap.
that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real.
Okay. You're boring the heck out of me,
I am alive.
narrator.
I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this
Holy
world,
crap.
and I've cast a shadow onto the wall. You see that, don't you? You can
Okay,
see
I
what
need
this
to
means.
get up and get a glass.
I'm
Get
so
a drink
clear
of
about
water.
it,
I'll be
Stanley.
back.
I feel as
Narrator.
certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Is he done talking? Let's push it. See what... How long is it?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so
Oof.
much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever
Whoa.
sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me
Whoa.
describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel
Whoa.
of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment.
Just to think that Cookie 9 is a celebrity for this.
I felt unburdened by the
Probably.
need to manifest a particular outcome.
I became a celebrity. I'm probably more
I
famous
saw that
than
I
them.
could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being. It was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then, this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you.
Yep.
Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
Okay, you done? Is he done? Is he finally done? Alright, pushing the button. Here we go. 10 years. A decade. Narrator? I think the narrator died. Narrator? Are you okay? The narrator died. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe he's just gone. Went to go get some.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us.
Or maybe he's
sleeping.
It wasn't
enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demand. And then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen.
Oof.
The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes!
He went crazy.
It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves.
Sorry, narrator. Clock's still broken. I can't push the button. Can push the button.
The end is never the end, is never the end,
Whoa.
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the
Whoa.
end, is never the 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 end.
I honestly feel bad for the narrator. Can't you... I knew this was gonna happen. And I'm glad it did. Because the next time I push the skip button, there should be a hole in the wall somewhere. I hope. Freedom? Light? Light? Is the narrator in there? Hope so. Oh boy. Come on, just walls. Please. Uh-oh. This is scary. Wow. Wow. Oh. I don't suppose I can push that button anymore. Am I free? Oh my lord. How long have I been trapped in that box for? Wow. Just... wow. I love this game. Wow. I don't know what happened to the narrator. I can only wish the narrator well in a lot of things. It seems we got one of the secret rooms.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Okay then. New content. Sign me up.
You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Oh gosh. Really. I'm really excited. I've seen the new content. This is new content. I'm excited for this. New content.
You see, Stanley.
Hey, wait a second.
On the Stanley Parable,
that was the texture for the grass that he used.
Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever...
oh boy.
The Stanley Parable...
no way. The Stanley Parable 2? The end is never the end.
Yes, you
Again.
see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
Oh, wow.
An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
So many.
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Truly. TVA. Wait. Wait, 2... I don't even know what that says. The line! Hello, line! The Taste the sequel. New and tasty. What else is there? We got... I can't read those, but, no, I can't open those doors.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra
Yeah.
Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Oh boy. The Stanley Parable 2 logo ideas. So that's the first one, obviously. That second one looks kind of weird. That's a nope, just straight up no. That looks... That's kind of... That one right there is kind of late. That last one is perfect. I think you should use that one 100%. Beautiful. Stanley Parable 2. That's pretty cool. That's just not right.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
True. The Stanley Parable 2.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Hear your name in the game. I'm guessing that's going to data mine my computer and say my user name. The name of the user I'm using this on. Whole new office? That is not right. Please, no screenshots. Red is the new orange. The new updated ray traced more of the same but in a good way sequel to the... Got it. New features, new content, new ideas. New features! The reassurance bucket. The merch. The end is never the end again. This t-shirt is the new best feature. 2. They're back. 2 doors. Oh no. The line. I saw the new content. I'll take one of those shirts any day. I'm gonna see what this button is. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really
Road
want?
to the perfect
And of
button.
course, the first and most
Too big, too
obvious
small, too
answer
rich.
is
Just
that they
right.
want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Stanley. Or...
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now...
Are you kidding me? Listen here, game. You got my name correct, but you also got it wrong. Please. Why? Okay.
The button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the
All right.
final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this
Listen
feature.
here,
Just
I
play
did.
along. I promise you'll love it.
I did play
Okay,
along.
Here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind.
I
forget
already
whoever
did, buddy.
You are, and simply become a person named Jim. I
I am
want you to
literally
imagine
a
yourself
person named
living as
Jim, kinda.
Sleeping and waking as Jim. Falling in love and being hard. Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just
Dude,
a
I
stupid
did
button
hit
that
the
says
impact
somebody
of that
else's name.
button. Dude, come on.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
What if I don't?
Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button.
I'm
Why
sorry.
don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
I'm so sorry. I want to see the reassurance bucket.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable too.
Oof.
They would appreciate what I've...
Tablet, you know what to do. The official website of the Stanley Parable. You know, I'm just gonna open this on The Stanley Parable sequels and you. A sequel, huh? Watch our helpful and informative video to learn about more of the Stanley Parable and what the journey of becoming a sequel is all about. I'm not... You can watch this if you want. I'm not going to spend 9 minutes. That's new. If you're more of a prequel sort of person, check out the Stanley Parable. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the exhibit. That's fine. I already, you can watch that video. I'm not gonna. It's the Stanley Parable too. Stanley's very confused. The Stanley Parable reassurance bucket. I'm not gonna go down the infinite hole just yet because that's an infinite hole.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that
Yeah.
it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Oh boy.
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket
Give me
is
the
in
bucket.
your arms. And to be honest,
Give me the bucket, dude.
it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Dude,
Can you
please.
imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
That would
Yes,
be pain.
The bucket is
It's
the
2013 made in the
perfect
Source
solution.
engine. So yes, it would be a pain in the butt. So, I'll take that.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
How
must
do I
already
get
be
rid of it?
sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The
No.
benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't
Nope.
they? All
Nope.
this and more await you in the Stanley Parable too.
No.
Does anyone give out awards
The
for
button that
most
says Jim.
enjoyable bucket in a video game?
You heard
That
Jim in the
really
game.
should be an award if it isn't already.
Wow. I have a bucket now. That laughed at me. I'm gonna go to the no screenshots. And I'm gonna take a screenshot.
Okay,
I'm going
I'll
to be
honest,
arrested
I
by
haven't
the
yet
FBI, the
decided on this
government,
one.
and
I
the
think that
Navy
in the
all at the
new
same
version,
time.
The office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons, but I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday. Oh, I didn't see that. Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well someday, it is.
Is actually true. I kind of did want that one after I picked this one, so.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with...
No.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
We are moving on. Free a new plus easy achievement. Get it here. Stanley Parable. Wow, that's a... Let's see. Free achievement, get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps. It just works. Get yours right now.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
No way.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Don't do it.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Do I dare? Yes. I want that. I want that test
Okay,
achievement.
perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Alright, sure. Please. I need it. Why? I need that achievement. What's through this door? Nothing? Okay. Wow. What a great free achievement I got. This reminds me a lot of the Stanley Parable demo.
Else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
This one up here with the giant Stanley thing. Collect them all. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Wow.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Wow. That's pretty... No way. I got a 1 out of 6. I found it. One of them.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. It's so terrible. Okay, we got the jump circle, we got the free achievement, we got... Oh, number 5, this map. Okay, where's B? The button that says, the button that says gym. Merch, settings, world champion, Stanley Parable, reassurance bucket, office century, epilogue, collectibles, infinite hole. I need the infinite hole. Right here. The reassurance bucket. I'm fine. I've been here. I want to see this infinite hole. Time like infinity, distant past, distant space-time, distant space-time, hole like infinity. Opening, rim, surrounding area, okay, wow, what a great figure. Wow. This is a vortex. Is it? Or am I looking at that wrong? Whatever.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Infinite falling.
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Do I want to jump down? I would love to throw my reassurance bucket down there. Here we go.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
No.
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since
Oh, it's
you've
a
gotten to see
shepherd
the
toad.
infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great.
I'd
Now,
love to.
I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I want to know what's down there. Please. Okay, whatever. Glad to see the recording's holding up perfectly well. That's a cool infinite hole, though. I would say that's cool. I want to know what's up there. Oh, the jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump
Yeah.
circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
I suppose it could, yeah. Settings World Champion. Oh, dude. Let's see this. Well, nothing in there. What's in here, though? What could possibly be in the door? The one of many, many doors. From management to everyone, boss, I think that says me. Meeting at 2 p.m. Sincerely, management. Okay, then. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Wow. That did nothing. Can I not hold this bucket? I want to put it back. Merch. The elevator. No, that's not an elevator. That's just a thing. Office decorations. Alright, how do I exit this place? I know there's an exit, but I don't know where it is. Two, 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 two. Two, 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 two. Two, doodle-doo. Aha, there's the exit. I've seen that. I've seen Epilogue. I've seen Collectibles. I've seen Infinite Hole. Reassurance Bucket. Champion merch. That. Got it. Okay, I got everything. Let's exit. Oh, I'm stupid. That's
all right.
cool.
Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yes, I've
Ready
seen
to move on
everything.
now?
Everything that you could see. That is...
The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.
No, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yes, I
I
do.
know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Let's see.
Are you ready?
No.
Here it is. I give you
The Stanley Parable
2.
2. Whoa. There's the jump circle.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Oh, that's kind of blocking me too now.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And
That's a
I do
good
very
point.
much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more
I know
than
you can do
anything
it.
to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Exactly.
Wait.
Maybe.
Maybe that's it. I can take the
Whoa.
original Stanley Parable and
That's me.
simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly... I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Can you?
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh no. Whoa. Now. All my, everything well, everything well. Oh, I love it. That looks cool. Let's begin. Let's begin the Stanley Parable 2. Hi, I haven't been recording for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Welcome
All of his
to the
co-workers
Stanley
were gone.
Parable 2.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Get
memo.
well someday. I might not. But... The reassurance bucket!
Stanley
Hi!
picked up the bucket.
Be my Valentine, I will not. Yes, I did pick up the bucket. How'd you know? Think you forgot to, get rid of that. Can you get rid of the balloons?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door of his van. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yes,
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh, I
Stanley took the door
just
on his left
continued.
to go
I
back
just
to the
forgot what I
meeting
was
room.
doing. Here,
And
let's...
so the two of them detoured through the maintenance
them.
section and walked straight
Is this
ahead
thing
to the opposite
alive?
door.
I hope not.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
I am
Perhaps his
going
boss's
back here.
office was where he... Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy
Yep.
is as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go
Exactly.
with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
I
know
will.
how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. Even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
What?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket, as they have changed
Okay.
and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Okay. Broom closet. You can have this bucket. It's just a bucket.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate. One coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I didn't... Crap.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
2, 8,
Even now,
4,
in his darkest
7.
of hours,
That's...
but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Most logical explanation. Do I win? No? Do I?
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
You know what? That's fine. If
Stanley and the
thinks
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
If Stanley thinks the bucket will cover him, I won't blame him at all.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Do not fall off the railing. No!
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
He's too attached to his bucket, man. Stanley
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the
Fired.
bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
It's a bucket.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
It's a bucket. It's a bucket.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept his own life in
he
someone
screamed
else's
into the
control.
bucket. No.
Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Oh, dude.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against...
Off. Turn off the machine.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
This is a stupid bucket.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy. Freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
What?
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True,
What?
it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and... What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
Good question.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Shut the door.
Even the facility
Throw it out.
itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth
No,
of the bucket,
no.
or go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
No.
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
Throw it
Not while
through.
this
You could have
building has
thrown it.
anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Find out what? The end is never?
All of his co-workers...
Okay. Let's quit to desktop. We're done. We're gonna continue the Stanley Parable to another day because, oh my god, I've been recording for an hour, 2 hours and 32 minutes. Alright, so, alright everyone, thank you for watching. I am so happy to finally have this game and finally record it. So, I'm sorry about having you actually watch me play the Stanley Parable at the beginning. Thank you for watching and have a good rest of your day. Bye.